Well, hello. In this video, I'm going to show you how to edit an image gallery. Okay, so let's go into the Events Gallery page. And you'll see on this site, we have quite a few galleries here. Now, many events take place at the Timbers. And the coordinators wanted a place where they can display some of the events that go on there. So I created this page. It's fairly a simple concept. For each event, I just added two modules. One module is the title of the event. The other module is the images of the event. So example, if I double click on this right here, the edit box will pop up just as if I clicked on the wrench. This is just a text element right here in this module. And if you need help editing the text, please refer to the text editing video. So I'm going to add a title to this event. Over here in General, you'll see right here is the heading. You can go ahead and highlight this and title it any title you want. This is the title for the event today. And then you go over here and hit save. Now I just changed the title to this event. Now there's a couple controls here. This is an image control. So if the viewer of the website wants to see what this picture is about, when you click on this, a bar will come across here if there's any information available. Over here is the thumbnail gallery of this event right here. So the slider will go in order of the images that are here. Then this button over here brings the whole entire event to full screen. So you can see the images very large. Now we aren't able to see those effects in edit mode. We'd have to visit the main website to use the controls, but in edit mode we can edit these controls. So in order to edit it, you can click the wrench over here or you can double click on the element. And this element is called a slideshow. It can be found in the plus button. If you scroll down, you'll see slideshow right here. Okay, so let's edit the slideshow. Now over here you'll see general, playback, and controls. And the source of our images is coming from the media library that's on the Glory website system. And down here is where we select the photos for this slideshow. You can add photos here or you can edit the gallery that you have here. Let me go ahead and click Edit Gallery so you can see what it looks like. Now this is the gallery for that one slideshow that we're editing right now. Over here you can add more images to the gallery, and these X's right here you can delete images. Right down below this image right here, this is where you're going to add information about that image if you want information displayed on the site. So let me put in the big room, and I'll show you what that looks like. If you don't want any text here, you can just go ahead and delete the text and leave it blank. And when you're done editing in this gallery, you come over here and click Update Gallery. And it's done. Then you click Save over here. You can also go down and edit this gallery or this gallery just the same way. Now let's say you wanted to add a new gallery and you want the same layout and you don't want to have to start over from scratch by dragging over a slideshow and setting up all the controls to look like this. Well, that's very simple. All we have to do is come over here on the title and click this duplicate button, which is right by the wrench. Click it once and you'll see it duplicated it right here. You want to do the same thing with the slideshow. You see each one has its own wrench and its own duplicate button. So make sure your blue line is circled around the slideshow and come over here and click duplicate. Now if it blinks like this, just slide your mouse up a little bit until it stops blinking. Then click duplicate. Now you duplicated it down here. So you have this slideshow and this you just made this slideshow right here. So you've got two titles and two slideshows. Now all we have to do is grab this slideshow and move it in the middle of these two right here. So the way you do that is you grab this first move button on the left side of the wrench, push and hold down your left key on your mouse, and you can see you can move this now anywhere. You want to make sure it's in between the two titles right here and let go of the left mouse key. And there you are. And I'm editing this slide already. Let me go ahead and just click save so I can show you. Now we have the title here, the slideshow here, and then the title here and the next slideshow here. And all of the padding is already set because all we did is copy what we had. And it's just that simple to create a whole new event slideshow. Now all you have to do is double click on the title. In general, you want to go ahead and retitle it to the new event. Then click save and double click on the images. Come over here and edit this gallery. You can delete all of these images here and add new images right here. Then you click Update Gallery. and then you click Save. And that's all it takes to add a whole new event gallery right here. Is just to clone this, move it up once, and then change your content. So the previous gallery will be below this, and your new gallery is right above it. And every time you add a new event gallery on this page, it pushes the previous gallery down one. So eventually we'll have all these different events that happened at the Timbers right here on this page. Now let me go into the edit menu. I double clicked on this image right here, and I'll show you around a bit. We already have the height set to 500. If I lower this to, let's say, 300, you'll see the main image shrinks. If I raise it up to 1,000, you see the main image gets extremely huge. So what I did is I picked somewhere right in the middle and made the height 500. And it looks like this. And if they want to see it larger, they can click this button here and it will come up larger in a light box. I don't have any cropping done here and no click action. Now what click action is if let's say you wanted to click on this image, it will redirect to a web page or a website. You can do that right here. Now over here are all the playback settings. So right now the slide is horizontal, which it is sliding horizontally. I can make it any one of these settings in here. Let me go ahead and I can blind it in and do bars. Let me go ahead and make it vertical so you can see what happens here. Now that will start sliding up. There it goes. And there's a whole bunch of other settings you can mess around with in here. I'll go ahead and set it back to horizontal right now. And over here is the transition speed. What this speed is how long it sits here. It'll sit here for 3 seconds before it moves on. The transition speed is how fast it moves into frame. Right now I have it set for 1 second. So it'll move from here to here within 1 second, sit 3 seconds, and then move out. And the next one comes in 1 second. Now down here, randomize photos. If you click no, it'll play all your photos in order. If you click yes, it will show any one of these images at random. And then over here we have controls. It's asking for navigation arrows. That is these arrows over here where your user can click on and go through the images faster. There's one on each side. There's one behind this box too. I'll show you. There's one over here and there's one over here. That if I click no, them arrows will disappear. There they go. They're gone. Then they can click through the thumbnails down here, but they can't quick, fast, or slow through the arrows. So I'm going to go ahead and put the arrows back. Now the navigation type, thumbs, that's what I have down here. You can also make them into buttons. And if you like buttons better than the thumbs, your user can pause, they can continue, they can search through the thumbs over here, their information, and their full screen is over here. I'll put it back onto thumbs. That way they can kind of see what's coming next. Now the navigation position, I have it right now on the bottom. You can have them on the top also if you want to see the thumbnails on top or the buttons if you were to use buttons. I'll put these back on the bottom. Now the control bar buttons, that's these buttons right here. This is your control bar. Whether you have got thumbs here or buttons, you're able to say whether you want something displayed or not. For example, this is a full screen button. If they click on that, their slideshow will go full screen on their computer. You can shut that control off right here by clicking no. Wait a second and you'll see the full screen option goes away. Now your viewers cannot see this on full screen. I'll go ahead and click yes. The photo count, that's 1 of 4. If you have 10 images in here, it will say 1 of 10, 2 of 10, 3 of 10 as it goes through. You can shut that off too if you want. And this is where you control all the information that's down here. This is your thumbnail size. I have about 50 pixels by 50 pixels. You can make it larger if you want. For example, let's go 100. You'll see all these thumbnails grow to 100 by 100 pixels. If that looks better for you, you can adjust that right here. I'll go back to 50. And that's how you add and edit a new event gallery. When you're done with your changes, you click Save. And then you come up here and click Done. And then you click Publish to make it live on the site. If you don't want to make it live yet, you can click Save Draft. And then the next time you come edit this page, you can click Publish and publish it at a later date. If you don't like the changes that you did, you can click Discard right here. So let me go ahead and click Publish. Okay, now I'm on the page as a viewer and not as an editor. Now I'm able to use all these controls. Let me show you what I did earlier. We were on this page here, and if you click Information, the big room. Remember I typed that in? That's where it is. And all the information on this image will be displayed across here, and as the images change, the new information will pop up. Remember I took out all the information on this image and no information shows up. And then this is all the information I had put on all these images at an earlier date. And you can see it changes as the images change. Okay, so you can shut off the information by this X here, or you can click the information again here. Now, if you want to see the slideshow on full screen, you click this button here. And there we go. Now your viewers can see them large. And that's why I didn't make them so large on the page, because they can always zero in on the slideshow they want to and blow it up onto full screen. You can exit full screen by clicking the same button right here. And we're back on the page. Okay, if you have any more questions about a slideshow or an image gallery, feel free to submit the form on your admin dashboard, and I'll reply to you as soon as I can. And that's it. I'll see you in the next video.